Welcome to my channel. Welcome. My name is Jane. I'm live streaming from UK. You're welcome. Welcome. Hi everyone, welcome. Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Jane. I'm live streaming from UK. And you are welcome. Welcome. Everybody is welcome. You're welcome. Hi everyone. Everybody is welcome. Welcome. My name is Jane. I'm live streaming from UK. You're welcome to my channel. Welcome. Hi everyone. You're welcome. My name is Jane, live streaming from UK, and everyone is welcome. Welcome. Hi everyone. My name is Jane. I'm live streaming from UK, and you're welcome to join. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Welcome. You're welcome. Welcome everybody. My name is Jane. I'm live streaming from UK, and everyone is welcome to join. from every corner of the world. Everybody's welcome. Any gender, however you call yourself, everybody's welcome. And you're welcome to subscribe and like. Welcome, welcome. My name is Jane. Everybody's welcome. I'm live streaming from UK, London. Welcome. I can see one person there. Thank you for joining. My name is Jane. I'm live streaming from UK. And you're welcome to comment and suggest. Welcome, everyone. Hi, everyone. My name is Jane. I'm live streaming from UK, London. And on my live stream, on my channel, I talk about most things to do with diabetics, cooking, places I visit, hobbies. And you're welcome with open heart, mind, and care. Everybody's welcome. Welcome, welcome. My name is Jane. I'm live streaming from UK. You're welcome to comment and suggest. And this channel is for heart, mind, and care. Wearing, wanting, and well-being. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Today we're going to be talking about how to cook different ways to cook vegetables and to manage diabetics. So you have like 12 ways to prepare, cook, and eat vegetable while managing diabetics. Number one, it can be raw. You can eat it individually or different mix. You can mix them sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and spice. You can also mix the vegetables which you really don't like, and when they're mixed together, it will be a nice flavor. Salads. Choose more nutrition ones, like spinach instead of lettuce. Add some fruits, oranges, grapefruits, lemon, and pomegranates. You can also make them in smoothies. Bread whole and mix with the fruits. And you're also adding things like celery and cucumber to get more water out of it instead of adding water itself. Oranges as well, they got a lot of liquids, so you can use that. Welcome, welcome. My name is Jane. I'm live streaming from UK. Today we're talking about different ways, 12 ways to cook and prepare and eat vegetables while managing diabetics. We are on mash. You can mash them. You can pick and choose whatever you want. Like you can pick potatoes, let them cook, add some vegetables like kale, peas, and sweet corn, spinach as well. And this can be mashed together. That's a way of eating more vegetables. Steaming. And let them, don't cook them too much. Leave them with a bite. That way you have more nutrition left. Boiling them. Just don't add too much water. Grill and choose your marinade. People can add a lot of things, marinade, spice, herbs, and you make them your way. They also can be roasted with herb and spice. Stew, barbecue, stir fry, which locks the nutrients when you leave them crunchy. And now we have a new one, which is called air fry. I see people are really talking about it, and it's been introduced, and people are kind of using it to kind of air fry. Welcome, welcome. I have one person there. Thank you, thank you. Now, when we were talking about sweets. Sweet could be sweet thing on your flavor for the vegetables, could be sweet like carrots, bell peppers, beets, honey, and sugar, of which as I'm diabetics and people who are diabetic there, we don't recommend you eating that much of it. So if you have natural sugars from the fruits. Sour could be lemon, lime, vinegar, and sour milk. Where you have salty, you can use salt, you can use olives, soy, capers as well. And bitters could be cranberries, cabbages, and herbs. Spice, black pepper, chili of all types, cinnamon, ginger, garlic, all these can be good. Willing, wanting, and well-being. Eating healthy is not just for diabetics. It's also for people who are well, who are better, and this can promote your mood, it can give you good things, it can promote your skin, your hair, your nails, and health in general. Welcome, welcome. I see I have 2 people there. Thank you for joining. My name is Jane. I'm live streaming from UK. Excuse me. As we know, diabetics, body can't use glucose properly, but can be managed. Diabetes can be managed with food, diabetes can be managed with tablet, insulin, and you have to take the lead because otherwise diabetes can be very serious. It's a long-term condition which can be very, very serious if not controlled or managed. This can lead to blindness, kidney failure, it can nerve damage, and even heart disease. So we have to be very careful if you're diagnosed with type 2 or rather diabetics, because we know type 1 start when people are young, and type 2 is when we get older. And as we know, most of the time diabetics, type 2 diabetes, people put weight in the middle section, which can link to be obesity. So we have to make sure we manage and control what we're eating. And for example, type 2, reduce too much of the carbs, because the carbs, our body cannot break down the carbs properly. So the main thing is to eat as much vegetables, much fruits, and lean meat as well. Welcome, welcome. I still see 2 people there. Thank you very much. So component of healthy diet. Remember, we have carbs, we have fruits and veg, we have meat or protein, we have fatty food and sugar, we have milk and dairy. So for me as a diabetic, I try to reduce as much carb as I can take and eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, and also protein and meat. So always take my big meal in the morning, and that way I can use whatever I have, and it can be controlled. And towards the end of the night, I have as less food to eat as possible. That way, whatever I have eaten can be used during the day when I'm working, when I'm moving around. So again, on a type 2 diabetics, we need to really manage what we eat, like carbs. As I mentioned, we don't break down carbs very well, and also hard fat from animal fat. So we have to be careful with that, because all these are stored as fat, and we know our stomach, our maybe mouth, we're not gonna say, oh, I'm not gonna eat that, I'm not gonna eat that. Are we gonna take everything? And obviously, as soon as after we are 18, we stop growing up that way and we start growing this way, sideways. So we have to be careful to what we eat. We have to make sure we look after ourselves, we organize ourselves, plan yourself for what you're going to be eating. Welcome, welcome. My name is Jane. I'm live streaming from UK. And you're welcome. Welcome to subscribe and like, and everyone is welcome. I can see I have 2 people there. Please let me know where you listening or watching from. And my name is Jane, and I'm live streaming from UK. So they say to eat, at least eat 33% of fruit and vegetables. But as we cut in carbs and reducing carbs, so you can add as many vegetables as you want. And lean meat is the best one to control diabetics and type 2, especially type 2 diabetics. So as we know, body has a problem with insulin and link it to obesity. So we have to be very careful. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Jane. I'm live streaming from UK, and you're welcome to subscribe. And like and suggestion and comment are also welcome. So we're talking about 12 ways to prepare and eat vegetables while we manage diabetics. So you can eat your vegetables as raw. You can prepare the way you want using your the 5 sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and spicy, while you're choosing whatever whichever taste you like. When you're cooking food, you also can check, and when you buy the spice, check as much, taste, try as many spice and herbs as possible. Then you can get your particular one which you really like, and you can start using them on daily basis. Don't just eat things which are, say, oh, I can't eat salad because it's all boring, it doesn't have any taste. If you add the sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and spice, then they will work well. And most of those, we normally have them in the food. Like if you have a salad, maybe you'll be having carrot, bell peppers, beetroots. And if you have, you can be having maybe lemon, lime, which are sour. You can be having like olives on there. Maybe you have cabbage. Maybe you have cranberries, citrus fruits, grapefruits, black pepper for spice and chilies, cinnamon, sticks, which is good and lower blood pressure. Ginger and garlic also can be added. This is good to support ourselves, to support our immune system, to be there for ourselves, to take the lead to control diabetes. Willing, wanting, and well-being. Remember, eating as well is not just for diabetics, it's also other conditions. It's also people who are healthy, and eating well, it lifts your mood, you feel good, you can see the difference if you start eating as many vegetables as you can. Mix and match. They don't have to be one particular vegetables. For me, what I do is like aubergine. I'm not very keen on aubergine, but when I make my soups, I always add it there because it's going to be breaded in, and sometimes you cannot taste it in there. But it's a vegetables which is essential, which probably I need my body, and I add it that way. Other things which probably I don't like the pumpkin family, the pumpkin. So what I do is, instead of pumpkin, because I've tried since I was young, I've tried even now, it doesn't go right on my taste bud. So what I do is, instead of that, I take the next best thing, seeds, pumpkin seeds. So those ones I add it into when I'm making either breading some either smoothie, or I can add it in when I'm making some bread or cake, and that way I'm eating that one. They are very good for health. So other things, people probably don't find it very tasty or very the best. So the main thing, the good thing is either when you mash vegetables or when you blend, make smoothies, it's the best way to kind of blend those particular vegetables you're not keen or least like to eat. Welcome, welcome. I still have 2 people there. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining. Today we're talking about 12 ways to prepare and cook and eat vegetables while managing diabetics. This is good. This is good not only for diabetics, but also for other conditions like cancer, like anything called. And also, it is also good for people who has no condition, people who are wanting to be healthy, people who want to live a good life, people willing to better themselves for eating better, eating healthily. Remember, sometimes we start and say that, okay, every week I'll be eating kind of vegetable. Welcome, welcome. I'll eat once a week vegetable. And then you think to yourself, now we're gonna add another day, so I'll be eating twice, maybe you go 3. This is a way you already put your full on eating healthy. Why not start adding vegetables on your meals, at least once meal of the day? Thank you very much. Welcome, welcome. I see I still have one person there. Thank you very much for staying with me, and everybody else is welcome. Remember, if you want to start a channel, if you want to start doing live streaming, if you want to start even posting stuff, don't feel afraid. Join in, because we have people around, people who are kind, people who are willing to listen, people who want to support, people who want to help. So don't be afraid. Don't feel you are alone. Join in and spread good information. What do you know? Share with others. And that's what we're doing here. So, Anna, today I was talking about, my channel is all about talking about diabetics, what I cook, what I eat, exercise, because they are very good, especially diabetics and type 2 diabetics, because middle section is where we put weight, and we need kind of to find ways to reduce that. Cardio is very good. Lifting weight as well. This helps to open your lungs, to support with the blood circulation, and health in general. So when you're having a type 2 diabetics, you have to make sure you take lead. You say, today is my time, because what happened is, when we diagnose with diabetics, we kind of start blaming other people. We start saying, oh, it's not me, or this is not happening. This, when you are diagnosed, is the best time to start saying, okay, yes, my doctor has said something. Yes, my doctor has said, yes, I have diabetics. It's my turn now to act. What can I do about it? Let's talk to people. Let's talk to my doctor. Then my doctor refer me to places where they can support me, they can help me, and see how I can support myself to live with diabetics. Because diabetics is a long-term condition, and it's not going away. It might go in remission and it stays there, but then it's still there, and sometimes the sugars goes up and down, and we have to be careful. And that's why we have all these regular checks. Checks where doctors calls you and they check your blood. It could be either fasting, where they just check your blood when you haven't eaten for probably around 12 hours, and they see how your blood sugar is, or it can be normal one where they check. You also go to check for they check the feet, they check your arms, they check your hands, how you are, whether you have any feelings or any nerve damage. They also check your eyes, and you go check for your eyes, eye screening, diabetes eye screening once a year. If it hasn't been, anything have been noticed, they can maybe say every 2 years, but at least once a year, every 6 months. It depends on how your diabetes is. It's very important to kind of look after yourself, see what the doctor is giving advice, and follow it up to look after yourself. Eating healthy is also another thing. As we were talking, vegetable play a vital things. Greens, cabbage, spinach, they are the best one. Choose like variety of cabbage where you get the most nutrition one. Like spinach are better than you eating lettuce. Lettuce are good and they're crunchy. Probably you can be having spinach in there and then roll over with this lettuce. It is very important to mix and match and eat as many variety, rainbow of colors. This way help your immune system, help manage your diabetes, help keep healthy, as you can. Welcome, 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 welcome. My name is Jane. I'm live streaming from UK. You're welcome to subscribe, to listen, to watch. Comment, suggestion are also welcome. And if you're trying to start a YouTube, don't be afraid. Join, start YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all these things. You can join in, you can spread whatever you feel, you can share information, and we are all here to share information. So everyone is welcome. And today we're talking about ways to cook vegetables and to control diabetes. Vegetables are very important. They're nutrition. They're very good. And especially you have type 2 diabetics, it's the best things to use vegetables and lean meat, because carb in type 2 diabetics are very difficult and our body can't break down hard carbs. So if I'm eating like, for example, which is very rare, if I'm gonna cook like potatoes and all that, I try to put like kale, spinach, I'll try to put peas and sweet corn, and that way it's breaded. So I put less potatoes and a lot of those vegetables, which I mash them together. And obviously add some onion, which is fried onion, which is more tasty, and you can feel that you're not just eating boring food. There is some taste on that. Your salad as well, you can put things which is, they say, sweet, sour, bitter, spice as well. You can add to make that vegetable. You don't have always to go and buy the sauces to add on your vegetables, because normally whatever we're eating, those cabbages, those carrots, those salad we're making, those food we're making, we normally have sweet, we have carrots, we have black pepper, so we have bell peppers, we have beetroots, we have lemon for the sourness, we have salty, and olives you can put there. Bitter, we have orange, we have the cabbage, we have herbs, and spice, we can put black pepper. So all this is from our taste bud, which can help us taste the food and feel it better. Always when you make food from home, it's the best way kind of to know exactly what is in your food. Whatever you're putting is what is in that. Wearing, wanting, and well-being. Eating more vegetables to support and manage diabetes. My name is Jane. I manage my diabetes by food diet. So I cook a lot of different and various vegetables. I try a lot of things and see whether they work, because obviously I want to stay as much as possible without medication and see I can control my diabetes with diet. It's there for everyone to see and try how they can manage their own diabetes. Please don't feel you're on your own. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of information. People knows about diabetes. We go doctors, we go probably your community, your family, they're there for you, your friends, and whatever you know, please share with others. That way we can help each other and we can manage our diabetes. Eating vegetables, raw, salad, smoothie, mixing with fruits as well. You can mash them, you can steam, you can boil them, grill, roast, stew, stir fry, barbecue, air frying, the new one, the latest introduction to food where people can use that. And if you're mixing all the 5 flavors, sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and spice, wearing, wanting, and well-being, heart, mind, and care, looking after yourself, looking after your body, looking after diabetes. Now remember, eating vegetables and fruits is not only for the people with diabetes. It's good for health. It's good for everyone. It does promote your well-being. It does promote your hair, it does promote your skin, it does promote your nails, and continuously eating vegetables, you can start seeing the difference of how your body is starting. As we know, diabetics can't use glucose properly, but we can manage it. Yeah. If we do not manage diabetics, this can lead to blindness, kidney failure, foot ulceration, nerve damage, and even a heart disease. So we have to be very careful. People think, okay, maybe I might live. Some people, I've heard people saying that, oh, because I'm taking medication, I'm taking insulin, oh, I can eat what I want. It's up to you to look after yourself. Eat as much vegetables as you can, because diabetes in long run, it can catch up with you. Put good things in your body. Eat as much vegetables. Mix them. Eat rainbow colors. That way, your body will pick up as many things, and it's easy for the people with diabetes, for the body to use the vegetables rather than using a lot of carbs like rice and potatoes, maybe bread, wheat. So you can still eat this one, but at least minimize whatever you've been eating those carbs. As many vegetables, they have fibers. If you get the vegetables, they have fibers, they have vitamins, and this is what we're looking for. We want to have that energy. The more you mix the things, yeah, you can be like eating vegetables, which can lower heart diseases, more fruits and vegetables. You got beans, which you can eat, beans and lettuce, which are good. They got fiber in there. They got all the vitamins. They got minerals, which are good for health, and not only for diabetics. It's for everybody who want to look after themselves. Hi, everyone. Welcome. My name is Jane. I'm live streaming from UK. You're welcome. You're welcome to watch. You're welcome to listen, suggest, and comment. I also welcome. You're also welcome to subscribe. So we're talking about eating all this, and also include fish in your diet at least twice a week, especially oily fish with omega-3s and omega-6. It could be mackerel, it could be salmon, it could be sardines. All these are oily fish, which does help. And we need, because our body cannot make these omega-3s and omega-6, we need to get them, we need to use them. Also add some oils, good oils, which can be vegetable oils, olive oils, avocado. These can be good. Sunflower oil is good for cooking because it can't take as much heat. It doesn't burn unto a high temperature. So it's good for cooking, which does help, and it doesn't have any much smell on it. When you eat, you're gonna eat and taste all your flavor from your food. Olive oil, especially virgin olive oil, this is good for flavoring your salads, for flavoring after steaming your vegetables. Maybe you can sprinkle around it, because this is good. It's got flavor, which adds into your food. So avocado oil is also good. It's unsaturated fat. So minimize as much animal fat as possible. If you're buying meat, try to get lean meat, which it doesn't have as much fat, because as we know as well, diabetics, hard fat is no good. Cheese and all this. So milk, probably try to eat semi-skimmed or skimmed yogurt, skimmed yogurt without no fat. This does help and help you digest whatever you have eaten. We know fat is important, and this can help us absorb vitamin A, D, and E, but we need to make sure we get those good fat in and reduce the animal fat, the hard fat, the cheese, which is hard cheese. We don't want to be eating as much animal fat, because this give us, it doesn't get broken properly in diabetics body. It's very important to make sure you add oily fish as well. We got seeds, we got avocados, we got olives, we got vegetable oils. All these are good for us. So we got plenty of variety, which we can be using for our body and to support ourselves and to manage our diabetes. whether you're taking medication, whether you're taking insulin, or you're managing it with diabetic, we are managing it with food diet. Yes, is ways we can manage ourselves. Eating vegetables as well, just mentioned, it's not only for diabetics, it's for other condition. It also can help with the people who doesn't have anything. These help your body to stay good, to make sure your body is fighting infection, fighting diseases, helping you being good, helping you feel healthy, helping stay kind of working right. So as we know, as we grow old, as soon as we reach 18, people don't think, but this we kind of think, okay, yes, we just forget thinking about it. We know it's there, it's a back of our mind, but as soon as we get 18, that's it, we stop growing. We have reached our max of growing. So the only way we can grow is sideways, get bigger, and then we don't need, after 18, we don't need as much nutrients as much as carbs we were talking about when we were younger, because now our body is starting to stabilize and it doesn't need as much, unless you're athletics, somebody who does a lot of exercise, somebody who does a lot of walking, somebody who is very active, their job probably is moving here and there, there's no sitting down. So we have to be very careful how we deal with that. Health, condition, age, physical change with different nutrients. So, and then water do play a lot of things. Water can help have our kidneys to kind of flush whatever is in our body. And I know it does kind of make sure things are diluted, and that is good for us to make sure we eat as much healthy as possible, or drinking water, which can help our body flush those toxic things. We also, when we make our fruits, please, it's better to make a smoothie with the whole fruit instead of kind of juicing and removing all the fibers and all that. The white bit on there, like orange and grapefruit, these are where the fibers are. On your bell peppers as well, there's a white bit inside the peppers. These are the fibers. These are the good things. Instead of you eating hard carb, these are the fibers which we need, especially on diabetics. This is easy, manageable, and can be easily broken down in our body. When we eat hard carbs, we eat a lot of it, the sugar levels obviously goes up, and then our body will not break it down, and then where it gets stored in the middle section, where again is surrounding that fat surround our vital organs, which is not good for our health. So we have to be very careful. So again, if you're working and you do a lot of exercise, you are athletics, you can eat well according to your size, because obviously there's one thing which particulars have noticed, that when you go to the doctors or when you're reading on the internet, unless you go and calculate how much yourself need, we told, oh, women need to eat 2,000 calories and men need to eat 2,500 calories. This is, well, average, but remember, it depends on your size, it depends on your age, it also depends on your height. Because obviously somebody who is 7 foot, we're gonna, and me, maybe who is maybe 5 foot something, we cannot be eating as 2,000 calories. It's two different bodies, it's two different sizes. So we have to make sure we calculate and see what we need. That sometimes is why we make a mistake and we think, oh, women need to eat 2,000 calories. Men need to eat 2,500 calories. And then we stuff our plate and we eat this. And of course, our mouth and our bodies and our stomach is not going to say no. And when we get that, the body going to use what they need. And the rest obviously is stored as fat. If we don't use it, if we don't go exercise, if we don't go for a walk, if we don't, whatever way to get rid of this, it will stay as fat and it's going to surround our vital organs, which in future, it might not be good for us, because obviously the more your vital organs are surrounded with more fat. It's not good. We need to do something about it. We need to start calculating how much we need. How much do we need to eat? My body size, my weight, my age. What do I need? So I can kind of eat what I need to eat instead of starving ourselves with 2,000 calories, everybody else. Yeah. So doctors are there, they probably tell us, yeah, yes, you need 2,000 calories, but think yourself, okay, I'm shorter or I'm taller. Let me work it out. This is my weight. This is what I need. Can I work out what I can start with? How many exercises do I need to add into that? As normally, sometimes they say, eat and exercise the same calories. So, and where we forget is like things like sugar, things like honey and all these, they got a lot of calories. Cakes have a lot of calories, and it's very, very difficult to get rid of it. It's easy to put it in, it's very difficult to take it out. So we have to look after ourselves, and especially type 2 diabetics, we have to make sure the middle section is looked after. So going for checkup, looking what you're eating, you can batch cook. You don't have to say, okay, I'm gonna cook this and then waste the others. We can batch cook. You can say, okay, these vegetables I'm gonna cook. I have some containers. I'm gonna put some food in the freezer. You can cook different vegetables and say, okay, that is for that day. That's for that day. Put them in the freezer for containers. In the freezer in the containers where you can be just taking individually what you really need. Because sometimes if you're living on your own, or if you're living in the family, some people may say that, oh, I don't want to eat whatever I ate yesterday. I don't want to eat whatever I ate the day before. So you can arrange and say, these particular vegetables for that day, that particular vegetables for that day. So you can cook different and store them and batch cook, because buying individual meals sometimes are very expensive. So if you're buying food which together, let's say you have a whole cabbage, you may not eat a whole cabbage on one day. If let's say you have spinach, a bag of spinach, you may not eat a bag of spinach for one day. You have maybe peas and sweet corn, you may not eat that for one day. But if you kind of mix all the whatever you need and batch cook them, and then get your containers, store them in the freezer. It depends on your freezer, whether it's 1 month, whether it's 3 months, whether it's 6 months, depend on different freezers, whatever you have in your house. So the freezer is there. Let them not leave them empty. Let them store there. To eat also vegetables, it's also good. Fresh is always best if it's locally sourced and you're getting it there. Frozen, again, is also good, because what they do is they pick up these vegetables and they're frozen within 2 hours. So they also still have locked their nutrients in. So it's good to kind of as well have a bag or two of what vegetables you really want to use, and mix vegetables, whatever you need. You can buy fresh when they're in season and cut them and store them in bags and put them in the freezer. They still got their nutrients. There's also other fruits you can eat, other vegetables. They are canned vegetables and fruits. You can also have those ones. But for me, I prefer to either eat fresh or frozen, because sometimes the canned ones, they go preservative, and obviously they can stay for longer. So they go added some other things, additives and all that. So it's up to you to make sure you choose exactly what you want. But it doesn't matter whether it's canned, at least you're getting something out of that to support yourself, to support your diabetics, to make sure you manage your diabetics and keep healthy. Having time for yourself, waking up early, make sure you have time planning what you're gonna cook, planning when you're gonna cook that, so then you don't get distracted and then you don't have that time to cook, and then you ending up in the shops and buying a lot of anything which may not good for your health. Because as we know, if you're not prepared and you go out and maybe time you come hungry, oh, the body, the mind is thinking, oh, I just need to eat something. So, and that's when we go and buy stuff which we didn't need to buy. Also, it's another good thing when you're going for shopping. Make sure you eat before you go shopping. Have a full balanced diet. Take maybe yogurt, maybe a little bit of fruits, so you're having vitamin D and vitamin C there. Take probably anything you think is good, and you are full. You have something in your stomach when you go there to go and do shopping. Because if you're not, if you haven't eaten and you end up in a supermarket, and we know what's happened, we're gonna pick and pick and pick, and then when you get home, you realize, oh, I didn't want all this. So it's just a waste, because sometimes our eyes become bigger than our stomach when we go shopping, when we're hungry. So it's very important to prepare yourself before you go shopping and have that your stomach at least full, for when you go there, you're not picking and choosing. Yeah. So again, remember to eat food with rich in minerals. Broccoli is a good source of iron and calcium. You got milk, you got bananas for potassium. So this does help with iron, which helps oxygen flow. So it's very important to make sure you mix and match, have a bit of everything. It can be cabbage and spinach. It can be this. Each different type of food have slightly different, something extra from the other. So just pick and make sure they work for you. So don't just say, oh, I'm gonna eat just particular type, and that's why we know you can eat as many different ways you can eat. Oh, hello, Monica. Yeah, thank you very much for joining. Thank you. Yeah, so as we know, we can have different ways of eating this. We can you can eat raw vegetables, which even sometimes they have a lot of nutrients when they are raw. You can eat a salad, you can smoothies, mash them, steam, boil, grill, roast, steam, stir fry, there's barbecue as well. And now we got a new one, which is called air fry. So remember to mix all your 5 flavors: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and spice. This is good, and obviously you don't have to go and buy those expensive sauces. As long as you mix in your fruit with these 5 flavors, your taste bud will feel all this, and you can mix and match. Have the rainbows. Add the food which you don't like. For example, I was mentioning I'm not very keen on aubergine, but when I make my soups, I always put aubergine. It's got some nutrients, it's got some health. So when it's there, I don't taste it, I don't feel it, but as well as I'm eating it. Another one I don't like is the pumpkin family. I've tried, it doesn't work for me. But I take the next best thing, I eat the seeds, pumpkin seeds, which I mix in my either smoothie, either making some bread or cake. So those ones I can add into there. And that's a way of me saying, okay, I'm not saying no to all those things, but at least I can add them and use them. Thank you very much. I can see I have 3 people. Thank you, thank you. And I like, you're welcome. Welcome to comment. You're welcome to subscribe. And today we're talking about 12 ways to cook, to prepare, and to eat vegetables, and to support ourselves with diabetes. So it's not only diabetes. We know diabetes is a long-term condition, but yes, smoothies are great. Yes. You can mix them with the vegetables. You can add fruits. You can add seeds. You can add as many things as you feel like, because when they are blended in together, you may not taste individually. You know, everything is there, which is good for you. And seeds, they got good oil, good fat, which we really need in our body, because we need fat in our body to help us break down all the things we eat. If people don't eat like meat itself, there is lentils, there is beans, there is chickpeas, there's these kidney beans, which you can add in your food. You can also take maybe supplement of proteins which you eat if you're vegan or you're vegetarian, you don't want to eat meat. It's not being too, Add spinach and chia seed. Yes, that's very good. Yeah, the chia seed are very good. I normally, every time when I make, I always put the chia seed. And if I make like with oats, I just add the chia seed. You can make oats which you can leave overnight, and you have added those chia seed in there. You got the fruits, you bread it in. Oh, lovely, lovely. They are very nice because chia seed and linseed, at least you need to hydrate them when you eat them, because otherwise they can, when they go in the stomach, they're too dry. And yeah, so you just need to kind of hydrate them a little bit when you add them into your smoothies, you add your soup, or you add it to oats, which you're going to leave overnight and eat it. So because oats, obviously you'll be putting some either milk or yogurt or whatever you particularly choose to use. So yeah, we were talking about that. Don't forget water. Water is very important. Hydration. Make sure you are drinking a lot of water. It's good for you. It does help the kidneys to flush out the bad things. So as we were talking, diabetics, that body can't use glucose properly, and that we have to manage it. We have to find a ways. Some people manage it with insulin. Some people manage it with tablets. Some people manage it with diet. So if it's not managed, it can lead to blindness. It can lead to kidney failure, foot ulceration, nerve damage, and even heart disease. So we have to be very careful. People may say, okay, it's diabetes. We're not talking about it. Let's bring it out in the open. Let's talk about it. If I know something, I want to share with everybody. If somebody want to use the information, it's good for them. However they feel, it's up to them to use the information. And that's why I'm bringing the information out there. If you feel like this doesn't help you, you can share with somebody else who can be helped with this information. So we're talking about type 2 diabetes. If you eat a lot of food, and because our body doesn't regulate, especially carbs, carbohydrates, the body doesn't regulate insulin, and it doesn't break down the carbs properly. So that's what leads to obesity. And we get the fat around our stomach, around our vital organs, and that is not good. So we have to be very careful how we control it. Add exercise, which can help. Cardio, lifting weight, this is good, which helps, especially when you do the cardio, it helps with your oxygen levels, blood, lungs capacity, and it does support you and promote you controlling and managing your diabetes. So, and again, when we were talking about reduced carbs and also hard fat, like cheese and animal fat, if you eat food, you buy meat, try to kind of buy the lean one, reducing. We got good fat, which is from avocados, you got seeds, you got olive oil, you got sunflower oils. These are good to use. So like, for example, thank you very much. Like, for example, when I cook, I normally use sunflower oils, which takes the higher temperature. It can stay without burning for a higher temperature. Olive oil, virgin olive oil, which has flavor. This is good for putting in food. It's good to sprinkle and flavor your either vegetables, raw vegetables, salads, or even when you cook your food, like you kind of steam your vegetables or you boil your vegetables, you can add a little bit of that olive oil with that flavor, which does help to increase, and you feel that you're not just eating bland food. You got something, you got some flavor. Add the 5 flavors, which we said was sour, sweet, salty, bitter, and spices. If you add on this food, mainly food, sweet, we have carrots, we got black pepper, beetroots. So we don't have to go and add artificial sugars. We don't have to go and add other things, because those things are naturally sweet. They are natural sugars. Sour, we have lemon, we have vinegar, we have sour milk. This again we can use to put there. If you prefer lime, it's there. Salty, we have salt, which don't use too much of the salt. We have olives, we have capers, we have the bitterness as well. We have the cabbage, lemon, cranberries, citrus fruit, grapefruits. All these can be added. And another one is cocoa. I like to drink my cocoa once a day, at least a spoon with skimmed milk, and it's very good. And it has actually helped me with those when you have monthly problems. And when I take cocoa, I don't put any sugar, I don't put any sweeteners, I just drink it that way with skim milk, and it has helped me a lot. Since before I was having a lot of problem, but now since I started using it's a while now, and it has helped me. I haven't had those complaints about my stomach, my cramps. No, it's very good for me. It has helped me. So you want to try it, it's a good thing. We were talking about spicy. You got black pepper, you got chilies or horseride, cinnamon, which is good. It lowers blood pressure. It keeps the sugar levels down. We got ginger, we got garlic. All these we can use. It's willing, wanting, and well-being. We want to look after ourselves. Eating healthy, not just for diabetics, it's for health in general. Why don't you join in and start eating a lot of vegetables? Looking after yourself, looking after if you're diabetics, looking after your diabetics. Don't keep it to other people. Don't say, oh, somebody else is going to look after my diabetics. You are the one, you need to take charge. Remember, diabetes can lead to blindness, kidney failures, nerve damage, and even heart disease. And that's why once a year, once every 6 months, it depends with you and your doctor, and you have to go for your eye check. They check at the back of your eyes, where they check whether there is any fluid leaking. They go and do your blood test. It can either fasting, where you haven't eaten for 12 hours, or it can be a normal one, where they also checking whether your kidneys, your liver, all these are functioning well. They also they go and check your food, the kind of tape, and see whether you still have the nerves. You can feel whatever they're saying. So it's very important to look after yourself. Own it, take charge, and look after yourself. Now we're saying eating healthy is not only for diabetics, it's also for other conditions. It's also people health. It's also people who have good health, and these can improve. You can also show it. You can show when you start eating as many vegetables, the rainbow you're eating, you can start seeing the difference with your hair, the difference with your skin, the difference with your nails. It does improve, which makes you reduce using more other stuff, and you can eat these vegetables. You can look after yourself. Whatever goes in, it also shows from outside. You see the difference of how you're feeling. It changes your mood as well. You can feel, oh, I started to feel good. I started feeling inside healthy. And for me, looking after myself. So we're talking about adding vegetables, picking spinach first instead of lettuce. Spinach are more nutrition than lettuce. So many things which we can use, which can help us grow. And we're looking about the component of health diet, which include carbohydrates, fruit and veg, meat and protein, milk and dairy, and of course, we're talking about a little bit of sugar. But sugar, we have food, natural sugar in them. So we don't have to go and add artificial sugars. We don't have to go and put other things, sugar from cane sugar or whatever, because this is already in our food, which we eat natural sugars. Fruits, we got a lot of fruits which are called natural sweet in them. You can add them with your vegetables, with your fruits, and that way you don't have to go and add the artificial, which you look after yourself. Now, as we know, we fat from we want to use fat which is good fat, unsaturated fat, from seeds, from fruits like avocados, from vegetables, which can be very nice, because obviously if you're using fat, which helps to absorb vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and these can only be absorbed from the fat we eat. So having the fat from good fat is a good idea. So today we were talking about ways to eat, to prepare, and to cook more vegetables. Make as much rainbow, 12 way actually, raw, salads, smoothie, mash, steam, boiled, grill, stew, barbecues, stir fry, and now we have air fry. All these are good. Try to eat your big meal, especially your diabetics, early in the day when you wake up. That way you can use it, you can move around, and that way it will help you start digesting whatever you have. Eat less carbohydrate, more fruits, more vegetables, and lean meat is very important to control. Whether you're controlling your diabetics with a insulin tablet or you're controlling it with diet, it's very important to keep yourself eating properly, eating healthily, looking after yourself. I'm going to be ending my live stream. Thank you very much for whoever is joined, and thank you very much whoever else is going to be watching later. And everybody is welcome to subscribe and to like. And don't be afraid if you're willing to start a new channel. You don't be afraid. There's people behind you. People can support. People are kind. People are waiting to hear information you want to give them. Anything there can help people. And that's why we're all here. If you have something to share, please do. If you watch my channel and you see it's nothing to help you, please share it with somebody else who you think can be helped by this information. Thank you very much for being on my channel. Thank you very much for listening and watching. And I'm going to be ending my live stream. And I hope to see you when I have another one. Thank you very much, and bye for now.